Side Scrollers is brought to you by you. If you'd like to support the show, head over to patreon.com/sidescrollers. It's time for Side Scrollers on youtube.com. With me, Stuttering Craig. You got a goal? Go get it. Adam Krigler.
Hey, buddy.
Blabs.
I want sunshine, I want flowers, and I need it now.
And producer extraordinaire, Travis Key.
Hi, guys.
And brought to you by you, the G2 community, at patreon.com/sidescrollers. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the number one gaming and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, welcome on out to Side Scrollers on youtube.com. What's going on, everybody? Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig. Welcome to the number one video game and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. It's purple. It's Side Scrollers. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Joining us as always, but just for a little bit, the king himself, the producer. It's Travis Keys. How are you, Trav?
It's been a day. Besides the medication switch last night, which had me fucked up this morning, I got called at 7 in the morning by a doctor. Then I got woke back up by my dog, locked myself out of the house. It's just been crazy.
So with all that said, we're going to give Travis a decompression day, and we're going to allow him to work from behind the scenes. So, Trav, enjoy your pizza, enjoy your ninja size, and enjoy your Leonardo katana swords back there. And we'll see you. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. Also joining us from the tropical land of Guam, America's favorite Guamonian. Is that right? It's Blabs.
What is that? Guamet? Can I just be like a Guamet at this point? I just want to point out you sound like you were watching like soccer in like Mexico or something with your goal thing that you did before.
I will
eventually
it will be drug out to the point of just absolute exhaustion.
For like 5 minutes straight. Just an intro on that. All right.
Absolutely.
I'm down for it.
For sure. Glad you're with us today. And I look forward to hearing the ridiculous stories you have to tell today. So much.
Yes.
Also joining us, it's funny. Before I bring in Chatham, I want to let you know, last night I was on Geeks and Gamers. I was on Tuesday Night Main Event. Great group of folks. And I'll tell you this. I said, listen, I'm on the show with Adam Krigler, the greatest gamer in the room. And you know what they said? It's because he's the only guy in the room. It's Adam Krigler.
Oh, damn. They smacked you in the face.
You got castrated.
Wow.
No. Not me. They were talking about you. They said,
wow.
they said because you're the best gamer in the room when you're the only gamer in the room. Not me.
Man, that joke's been done, dude. Chat did that freaking months ago. I mean, come on.
I'm just telling you.
Obviously, I'm talking about amongst the crew here. All right. Yeah.
I just want to play Call of Duty with Adam and see how
that was them
goes.
trying. That was them trying very, very hard and failing to diss me. Nice try, guys. Geeks and gamers.
Burn.
I actually really like those guys. They're cool.
Yeah, all right.
Excellent. Hang out with all of them last night. It was a really good show. Really good show. We talked about all sorts of stuff that we don't necessarily talk about here, but we did talk about Little Mermaid a little bit. Kind of rehash some of those conversations. That's always so good.
Depressing.
I think we talked about Little Mermaid and Disney for about an hour last night. It was a long, when you have when you have like 8 or 9 people on a panel.
Yeah,
it goes.
It's
for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yes. Mr. says, will Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers be a guest sometime? Absolutely. He already has been. And we look forward to having him back very, very soon for sure. I think Jeremy's super fun. So today on our show, we have a little bit of Nintendo, a little bit of Microsoft, and a little bit of Sony for you. I got a little bit of everything for you guys. Joe Exotic has made a very important statement that he would like to let everybody know. If you guys don't know, the Tiger King is out, and he's out to change the country for the better, according to...
did he get out of jail? Was he in jail?
Well, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm curious. I have questions.
Also, we have more examples of this crazy clown world that we live in. And on top of that, Blabs is a sad little Guamonian. Guamet. Sorry.
I'm sorry. It's Guamonian. It's too late.
It sounds like something from Samoa, like Simonian.
Well, embrace it. All
right.
Yeah, you got to embrace it. It's too late.
All right. Guamonian.
How
do you even spell that?
I don't know.
Who cares?
These things just pop off the back of my head. You know, there we go.
Guamonian.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
pretty easy. Come on.
That's right. It's crazy. That's right. Invader knows. Also want to let everybody know that you just have a couple more days left to pick up your Beat Your Demons t-shirt over on the store. This is only going to be available this week. It's beautiful. It's red and purple. Beat Your Demons red and Beat Your Demons purple t-shirts. Very popular. A lot of people have been into this, so make sure you guys head on over there and pick up your t-shirts. And when we see you guys at a live event, make sure you guys are wearing them, as well as make sure you pick up your side scrollers cap, man. Look at how pretty that looks. I'm telling you, that is a beautiful looking cap, man. And I love it. I love it. So we got multiple varieties there. So appreciate you guys picking up your merch, and of course, heading over to patreon.com/sidescrollers and supporting the show. If you guys are listening to us on Spotify or iHeartRadio, make sure you give us a quality rating, preferably the best, and some sort of comment letting everybody know how great the show is and that we're on every single day, which is great. So I think that's all I got to start the show. Do you guys have anything before we get into it?
I like that shirt.
Travis just added in the background. He said Guamonian is actually what they're called. That's like
I think it's
actual
Guamanian.
thing.
That's Guamanian, yeah.
Oh, it's an A in the middle. I didn't. I'm gonna go with Guamonian though. So we're just gonna change history. I mean, it happens all the time. Why not? You know, let's just
you know, it's just the way.
You know.
Like, because you know, just because it's been doing a certain thing forever, and you know, we have
it goes to the victors. Let's just be victors, right? Come on.
Hey, we all know that those from Guam will always be the victors.
Yeah.
Those Guamonians.
Guamonians. Hey, give
Sounds
it up
like
for
an alien.
Nautical Man coming in as a brand new member. That's awesome. That is great. I think we're approaching a member record. So thank you guys very much for all those memberships and gifted memberships over on the channel. Those are amazing. Thank you guys very much. All right. Are you guys ready to get into some news?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for
Hard News.
Extra deep today. I love it. I love it.
I brought my own voice down, and then I was like, ooh, what should I do today? Let's go real low. Like real low. See how like I'm talking low.
So I can get real low.
Oh, yeah.
You sound like you're from like witness protection.
I could go with the narrative voice, but I think I need to reserve the narrative voice for when I'm narrating things.
Like discount Morgan Freeman.
I know, right? It's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
It's pretty good. I know.
Hey,
you need me to read anything, Craig? I got you.
You know what you should do? And I'm not kidding about this. You know what you should do? You should set up a Fiverr account and put examples of you reading with that filter on your voice and see how many orders you get. Because I guarantee people would do it. I guarantee.
Okay.
It'd be amazing. Right. Just see, you know, and do it pretty cheap.
Read? Hold on. Let me just grab. Oh, here we go. I got my lightning bolt. Ready? Here we go.
Yes.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt does 3 damage to 1 target.
There we go.
I love that.
How was that? Was that good?
That's pretty good.
Quality. Yeah.
Seal
like
in the chat says James Earl Krigler.
James Earl Krigler. Nice.
I wonder how many people have done just that. Set up Fiverr accounts with fake filters on their voice and have profited from that, which is I'm sure that's definitely a thing.
All right.
Use it and lose it. Extra Zero came in and says Blad's fans will now be known as Guamaniacs.
Guamaniacs. I like it.
Great, we're all crazy.
And Gino is a brand new member over on YouTube. Thank you so much, Gino. Appreciate that. Look forward to seeing you in Smash Brothers. All right. So speaking of Nintendo, let's get into the news story of the day. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about the Nintendo Switch and its potential successor. It's been a what's next? The Switch 2. There have been a lot of rumors about this because generally the life cycle of video games, specifically with the Nintendo consoles, they last about 6 years. That's kind of been the ongoing theme from the NES to the Super Nintendo, Super Nintendo to N64, N64 to GameCube, and so forth and so on.
Every console. Do them all right now.
Okay.
Let's do
N64 to GameCube, GameCube to the Wii, the Wii to the Wii U, the Wii U to the Switch. There you go. Bam. Rock it out. And I left the Virtual Boy out in there and all the handhelds.
That doesn't count.
I think I can do the handle. Let's see. Game Boy to Game Boy Color, Game Boy Color to Game Boy Advance, Game Boy in there. between Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color
hurt
was
your
Virtual
brain.
Boy.
Like sub bullets.
Yes, you can see it as just the tree branch bouncing off. So Game Boy Advance to the
I'm sorry for
DS.
All I see is that lady with the GIF where she's doing math and you see like triangles and stuff.
I see it.
That's
Yeah,
kind of what's going on. Yeah,
glorious. Can someone do that? Can someone take that? Whatever's happening there. There you go. Way to lean into it, Craig. I love it. Yeah, take that. Add some crazy math stuff going around his face. Or just put the freaking confused, from the cartoons, like they get hit in the head, and they're just like, "Oh no, I'm just confused." Do that. That would
give you guys some material here.
Extra Zero says I'm on it. Extra Zero.
Extra Zero.
You. Sorry. Please continue.
There was the Game Boy Micro. Yeah, there's a few that I missed, but whatever.
Oh, the Micro Game Boy. I never got that one. Yeah. I had a lot of the Game Boys.
It's like a tiny little NES controller, which was
basically.
Anyways,
yeah.
Well, so they're talking about the new Nintendo Switch, the potential of the Switch 2 coming out, whatever it may be, and obviously there's no real details on it. But Nintendo has said they're going to kind of move past the 6-year life cycle because the Switch is still selling like hotcakes, baby, and they're still making tons of money. What is wrong, Adam?
Well, this frustrates me because it reminds me of Sony. Because when Sony brought out the PS5, no one could get a PS5, and they were still making more PS4s than PS5s and selling PS4s. They're like, well, the PS4 is still selling, so let's just keep selling the PS4s, and we'll make PS5s, but they still sold and made more PS4s than PS5s, and no one could get a PS5. Like, everyone wanted a PS5 when it came out. Scalpers were getting in there and selling them for like $1,000, $2,000. I know some people who bought them for $2,000, bought way too many, just flexing. I'm not going to call them out by name, but maybe if you're good at math. But it's just, come on, man. Like, move forward. Like, advance the gaming community. Like, I want those good games. When people are stuck with the old platforms, you get what happened with Cyberpunk. Everyone was playing on PS4 and they were like, well, what the hell is this? It's glitching. This game is trash, when that game was actually really amazing. But I played it on my computer, which, pretty good gaming PC, and I was able to play it comfortably. But I don't know. Everyone was I don't know. I don't like that these companies they're like, well, we're just making money instead of trying to advance the gaming community. So
I don't know much
it's holding
about
us back. It's holding us back.
But did they release a lot of PS5 games when the PS5 launched? Because that's also a huge issue too, right? If there's no games that many. Why would you be inside to get it?
Because PS4 was the moneymaker. They didn't care about PS5. All right, well, Demon's Souls, that one was exclusive and absolutely worth it. It's the reason I wanted the PS5 in the first place, because I love Demon's Souls. I loved it when it came out. Shit, when did that come out? 2009 or something? Old game now, but beautiful on PS5. So
I would argue that there's still not enough exclusives to buy a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox.
I agree.
There's still not enough out there. So
they did Hogwarts Legacy exclusive for PS5, and then they even pushed back all like Xbox One and PS4 until I think April now. It should have been out like next month, like this month.
Wait,
or
Hogwarts is on computer though, right?
Yeah, so it's on PS5, Xbox X is the new one, whatever it is, and then PC, and then like last gen consoles were pushed back. And then they've been pushed back again. It was like released 2 weeks ago that they were pushing it back again because they're having so many issues.
At this point, having a computer is all you need.
Yeah,
you can play every game. There's no need to even get a console. I don't even use my PS5.
I have an Xbox One. I only use it for Battlefront 2. I don't use it for anything else anymore.
And you could play that on computer. And
I start all my levels
and make it way better. Battlefront 2 is way better after modded.
My heavy's like almost a max and all that. Like I don't want to go on the grind again.
Yeah, I understand. You still play that game though?
Yeah, I played every once in a while with some friends. Okay. You have a lot of fun because it's so glitchy. Like one time was really broken and I was streaming on Twitch and like EA had like a server issue where everyone else was fucked up and mine was a bit fucked up, but I could still play it. So everyone on my Twitch was coming to me saying, "Oh my god, how are you still able to play it?" I'm like, I have no idea. I lost all my levels.
Hacker.
It was on Xbox, so no way.
Guamonian hacker. You guys
Yeah,
are seeing
I'm
a
hacker, but yeah, it was
Guamonian
really
hacker
funny.
in real time right
It's
now.
ridiculous.
It
Ridiculous.
was really great
Always,
because everyone was just fucked up, and I'm like, I can still play even though I lost all my levels. Like, I
Were you
had like a level
drowning them all?
900, and it just brought me to level 1 for like an hour or two. It's weird.
always finding a way to cheat the system, Blabs. I love it.
Yes.
Congratulations. So, anyways, the Nintendo Switch is talking about a successor, but they're actually talking about what games that could potentially come out with the Nintendo Switch and the two. Yes. And I saw this rumor today, and this is the first time I've seen this. There's been a lot of talk. Obviously, you're going to get a Mario game. You're going to get a Zelda game. The new Zelda game will definitely do some sort of crossover between the Switch and whatever the Switch successor is. That'll obviously happen. But the best games on Nintendo are Nintendo games. They don't have to rely on third-party developers or at least third-party IPs to appease their audience. And as you see with the Switch sales being the Switch was the second most sold Nintendo console behind behind I think the 3DS, which is insane to think about. It sold 122 million units so far. But
that's a great gaming device, though. I love the 3DS.
Yeah, and the Switch is too. The Switch is a great. I mean, I love the Switch. I very much
Switch
do.
is good. Mm-hmm.
But one of the games that they are talking about, and I had not seen this before, is the potential of a Donkey Kong open world game.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought this was really kind of neat because this is not a game that I even would have thought about. The code name on it is Donkey Kong Freedom, which is kind of interesting. That's obviously a working title.
Not a big fan of the title.
Yeah, but I get the idea of it. It's probably not but
not the final.
Right. And they say it's been in the works since 2017, which is insane to think about. 6 years, and it'll be a fully 3D 3D Donkey Kong game. Since it's the first one since Donkey Kong 64, where you'd walk around and stuff. So Donkey Kong 64 was obviously an open world game. It was still fairly linear in that you kind of went from point A to point B. But if they're talking about making this into like a Breath of the Wild style, quote unquote, open world, where you move around the jungles and you're bouncing around and seeing all sorts of stuff, I think that's kind of an interesting idea. So
I'm sorry. Did you say linear?
Linear. Listen,
Linear?
there are certain words that I pronounce that do not sound like other words the way they should. Like, I'll give you a great example. What do you call your little toys? Your action what?
Figures,
right?
Figures. Did you say figures?
I've always said figures. Yeah, action figures.
Figures.
F-I-G-G-E-R-S. Figures.
It's figures.
Yes, you are correct. It's
all right.
I can't even say the word drawer.
Blabs, please stop saying that word because it does not sound like you're. Please stop. I'm not joking.
I think I'm saying.
It sounds like a word you're not allowed to say. I'm just saying.
I've always.
No, I'm just. Wow. Everyone in chat, you guys, you're hearing that, right? Wow. Okay.
I've always said
I'm glad it's just it's a hard F instead of a hard N. All right. I'm just gonna say that. Yikes.
I don't get it.
We're gonna work on our saying action.
Oh my goodness. I don't want this stream pulled off. All right. Jeez, both of you guys. Figures, please.
Figures. Makes you say put your finger out while you say the action figures.
No. Can we put a poll in chat? Do you guys say the way I say it, figures, or the way that these two freaks say it?
Well, how do you say the drawer?
A drawer.
Open the drawer.
Draw? Is that Guamanese?
Yeah, I have an accent.
Is that the Guamanese accent that I'm hearing?
It's in the drawer.
Wow. Are you from New York? Boston?
Guam.
Open the jaw.
It's the drawer.
What is happening? Everyone is saying I'm right. Thank you, chat. Thank you. It's
Blabs
figure.
for president. I agree.
Wow.
President of Guam.
All right, someone's allowing Craig to say figa, so you could do that instead. All right, careful with the hard R's, guys. All right.
Just so you know, I put a poll in the chat. Poll in the chat is really important. We find this out. How do you say it? Is it figures?
Wait, which chat? Which chat?
The YouTube
Twitch?
chat.
Oh, YouTube? I don't see
Oh,
it. It's not pop.
Well, it just said an error occurred. I don't know what's going on with this, but I'll get
Yeah.
it up. I'll get it up. Actually, Travis, can you please get that poll up in the chat? Can you do that for me, please? Nailed it. Thank you, buddy. All right. He's on fire today. I love it.
Oh my gosh, chat is hilarious. Oh my god, I can't say some of this shit you guys are saying, but it's funny.
Joseph
you guys are funny.
The stream pulled off. Blabs needs a hat with a red star. All right, and Evan came in and says Blabs gets the bison hat today.
What am I saying? Figure.
Stop.
No. How do you say the word?
Figure.
Figure. Huh?
There you go.
Okay. I
Figure.
feel like
Figures.
My Fair Lady. Right now, I'm learning how to speak properly. Apparently, because apparently I have an accent.
Good.
Whenever you say it, you also need to do the. You also need to curtsy whenever you say it, Blabs. I'm sorry. Figures. Like
wow.
English.
You guys realize you're saying that to basically everyone in chat as well, that we're all pompous assholes, and you guys are like the normies here.
No, I opened this up saying I said
you're a freak
from the start
essentially.
That I knew that I said words wrong. I knew it.
Okay. Anyway, I want to say the Donkey Kong 3D fully freedom open world game sounds absolutely incredible. I think that's going to be a huge success. I think people will absolutely go ham for that. Oh no, they'll go bananas for that game.
Oh!
Are we not doing that?
Brr, brr, brr. I don't have my sound effects on.
He's
Why
doing
not?
the whole
What happened to your
oh
sound
thing.
effects?
Because for some reason, it's
I'll
not
give myself a
connecting.
toasty.
Yeah, go give yourself. That was a nice one.
All right.
Wandering travel vlogs. Look at that. Thank you so much.
Don't
Appreciate
insult
that.
me like that.
Also, Backyard TARDIS came in and says, I've come to the realization that the Switch is probably the last system I will buy. I appreciate the support because I don't like modern games. There you go. And you get to a ton of classics on the Switch as well. So nice. And Kevin also picked up a side scroller distressed Black Cat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Kevin. Love, love, love. We're trying to get the poll up, but for some reason there's an issue on YouTube side.
I voted for myself on Twitch.
Oh, good. Well, I'll tell you. Let's put that on Twitch. Let's put it on Twitter. We'll put a poll on Twitter. How do you say it? And I'm sure that'll be really welcome on Twitter.
Oh my gosh.
So,
how are you going to spell the word the way you guys Oh my gosh.
It's
Blabs, can you put that up on Twitter?
Yeah,
this is important.
I don't know how I'm supposed to spell my version because my version I don't understand what's wrong with it. I'm saying figure.
So what you're saying is it's FIG. What the way that it's pronounced that I hear Adam saying is FIGUARS. Figures, right? And the way you're saying
where is there an A in your?
Yeah, but I'm totally just putting it out there. Figures.
Do you want me to tell you how it sounds that you guys are saying it?
Yeah, I'm lost.
FIGGERS. That's what it sounds like.
Yes, correct.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
and it's horrible. It's horrifying. I can't believe we've been talking about this for as long as we have.
You sure you want me to make a poll? On
Why
Twitter?
not?
Please
Why not? Okay.
I'm
This
gonna
is
pass
bad.
on that one.
Don't hold back. Don't hold back, Blabs. I love it. I'm gonna pass on the figures poll.
I want all of us to read this super chat separately.
All right. Go ahead, Blabs.
Charizard figure.
No. Bullshit. That's not the way you say it.
All right, Charizard figure.
Thank you.
What's wrong with it, drawer?
Charizard figure.
I have an accent.
That's you just said that. You said the exact same thing that
No, I
Blabs
didn't.
just said.
I said
you did.
Charizard figure. There is a huge difference.
Nah.
Figure.
He's saying the word year in there.
I agree.
Yeah, that's the U-R-E at the end. That's how you pronounce that.
Y-E-A-R, year. You're putting a year in there. You're
All right,
just
my-
wrong, Adam. It's fine. It's all right.
My turn.
Happens to everybody.
Charizard
It's-
figure.
It's not E-R. You guys are crazy.
Did I nail it? I think I did.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I love that you guys are, out there and like to be different. It's cool. I respect
What do you
it.
mean different? I've been saying it all my life, all 26 years and like 10 months.
What's up, Adam? How are you? Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Adam.
Love it. And look at this. Not BBC Entertainment says, all right, boys. Oh, no. All right. Okay. Thank you.
No. You got to say it. No? Dude, BBC, that was brutal. All right. You don't have to say it. You guys can read it. But that is brutal. Jeez. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love this show. This show is the fucking best. God, I fucking love this show. Listen. If y'all don't love this show, God damn it! I swear this is ridiculous.
That was horrible, guys. Shame on you, BBC. Shame.
All right. Listen, I hope you guys, when you're watching this show, you guys all end up smiling.
Oh my God.
This is great. All right, are we ready to move on? Listen, Donkey Kong open world game coming for Nintendo. We'll keep our nose to the ground and our ears to the ground as well to make sure we get any of the late breaking news for you guys, because this is what you're gonna find here is late breaking video game news.
Nose to the ground. What
and how to pronounce words.
Like a dog.
Sniffing
for clues.
Yeah, okay, thanks for clarifying. Anyway,
just letting you know, it's good.
I am like My Fair Lady.
Adam, we're doing great. Thank you for asking. Appreciate that.
Rain in Spain falls mainly in the plains. I think that's right.
I think you're onto something. Yeah, Vlad, that's good. Yosef says, someone you interviewed that looks like King Kong got in trouble for collecting figures in his streams. I love banana. I need banana. Put banana in my what, Yosef? Put banana in your what?
And his banana balls.
Oh, just curious.
The ball.
Thank you, Yosef.
Banana ball.
Hate Army says, get back to work.
This is so, you guys, oof.
We're gone.
Good for nothing lazy figures. I got it. I got you guys. Let me save you here, all right? It's not so bad when I say those things, okay?
Oh my God, the meme. Somebody did the crack meme with like the triangles and everything on Discord.
Oh, I gotta see it. It.
Listen, it's only safe when you say it, Adam. We can't say it, all right? We're not allowed to say it.
I'm not allowed to say the F word anymore.
Oh my God. Wesker says, why do they call it oven?
So oh my gosh.
When you hold on. Read that, Blabs.
Why do they call it oven when you OnlyFans? Of? Is that just of in the cold food and of out of what? And out of hot eat the food? What?
Go ahead, Adam.
What?
Read it.
No, I'm not reading that. So share my screen, please.
He's gonna like wet himself over there.
This is so good. This is so good. Extra zero. Thank you for this. I love it so much.
Oh my gosh.
This is fantastic.
Every day gets a little better. Wesker says, why do they call it oven when you oven the cold food and of out hot eat the food? Wesker, these are wonderful questions that we do not have the answers to. We're not that smart. Torva says, hey, Blabs, why do you what would you do if DSP tried to flirt with you?
I'd say no thank you.
Bam. Bill came in and says, my favorite oh Lord. Okay, let me clear your screen real quick. And there's Travis again. Well, sorry, Travis. Let me get you out of there. There we go. Bill says my favorite rap group is Figures with Attitude. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate that. And Hayden, go ahead. Go ahead, Adam.
Figures, please. Wait, hold on.
Figures, please.
Oh my God! It almost sounded worse.
I pronounced it correctly.
Oh my God!
But you guys see how you sound, though? That's how close it is.
Figure.
No, that's not right. It's so bad. This is
Oh
horrible.
my god, Hayden, thank you so much. Appreciate that, man.
I'm so
Joseph
lost
also became
right
a
now.
member. I don't even know. And Metastep came in and says, Flawed says we're all allowed to say it. Hard R2.
There you
All right.
goes.
All right, Metastep, thank you so much. Next Jiro says, you're welcome, Adam. Hopefully it makes up for the Beyonce meme. You wanna
Oh,
pull
that made
one
me
up?
laugh too. That one was funny too.
Okay, sounds good. And down forward punch says, dear side scrollers, this is to inform you that you have this is to inform you that you have been removed from the Twitch partnership program for violating our policy on hateful slurs. Oh no. Oh Lord. Adam says, am I missing the joke here?
Figure discrimination, I think, is
Yeah.
is the reason.
I'm being picked on for an accent.
Sean
Be
says,
foreign.
go figure. Craig can't say figure. Action figure.
It's not your. It's figure.
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 God, you guys
Oh
are
my God.
really bad at this.
And
I feel like we should all just play Scrabble one day and say all the words. It'd be interesting.
Blake says, love the show. Was a proud G1, now a proud G2. Thank you so much, Blake. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Blake.
All right.
Are you okay?
I love it.
Were you
Freaking
just
love it.
possessed?
Yeah, just shaking it all out. You just got to shake
Shaking
it out.
Shaking it out.
Shake it out. Oh my
Okay.
gosh. All right. Next, let's move on to our Microsoft news. Do you guys remember a few weeks ago when we talked about Sony was paranoid that they were saying that if the Microsoft Activision merger happens, that they were saying that they're going to sabotage Call of Duty for the Sony platforms. They were straight up scared this was going to happen. Do you guys recall this story?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yep.
we have an update on that story. And surprisingly, to nobody's surprised, Microsoft says it wouldn't be able to sabotage Call of Duty. It says we would not do that. It's impossible. What were you even talking about? As a matter of fact, they've gone on and said that they would actually make special features for the Sony version of Call of Duty in that.
Why would they do that?
Because they want this to go through. They want this merger to go through. That's why, because they'll do anything at this point. So I think at that point. So
That's weird. I don't know. I think Sony was projecting because there was rumors of them doing it with their own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, "Oh, we're worried that you do that." And it's like, why, Sony? Have you done this before? Do you know it's possible? Like, what's the deal here? So I think this is great. I don't know what big, huge game company I trust anymore. Anyway, I think they're all
None of them.
in it for the money, and it sucks.
I'm gonna take a step back.
Remnant 2 is coming out, and they're a smaller company. Bullet. What is the name of that company? I'm really excited about it. I like that company. That it seems like they're doing good. Do you know Remnant? Have you ever heard of that game? From
I've heard of it, but
Great
I
game.
don't
Heard
know
of
anything
it,
about
never
it.
played it.
Great
I'll
game.
say this. I'm going to take a step back based on what you said. You said, I don't trust any gaming company. I don't trust, you said, I don't trust any big gaming company. And
Big.
I'm going to take a step back. I don't trust any big company, period.
I like it. I like it.
Like,
Yes.
at
Let's go
all.
with it. I'm with you.
I'm
100%.
It's weird because I feel, as you get older, you kind of
Wake up.
you
see it.
wake up for sure. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh my God, these guys are all assholes. I'm like, it truly is all about the money. It truly is all about the money, which is
Yeah.
So,
Money talks.
money-
and
money
it's
certainly
tough too because everyone's got to work, right? Life is about making money to be successful. Sadly, it's just the way the world is, right? You need money to buy things that you need, like food or a house, basic necessities.
Mhm.
And so, we're doing this show because we love talking about what we're talking about, but also as a job, like it is for the money also. But, there's a balance that when it tips to just money, some people on this platform, some people do that. They focus just on money and they forget about having fun and like appreciating their audience. I'm not talking about anyone in particular here. I just blank statement, seriously. But yeah, that when that balance is gone, it's sad. And most companies, all companies, and the shareholders, it's like, oh, we got to appease the shareholders. We need a positive quarter, people.
there's a point in most companies once they go from like a small company to a mid-sized company to a large company, there's a point where you lose track of the reason why you started the company to begin with. And for some people, that is we started the company to make money. But there's other people who start their company to make change, right? And that's kind of why side scroller started to begin with. You know, our goal is to kind of change the gaming space, and we're starting a movement here. That's what we're trying to do, is let people know that common sense is okay, and there are people out there like you who don't look at everything in black and white and can see shades of gray, and that it's okay to to not
civil discourse,
right? It's okay to talk, right? But I have seen it firsthand how it just absolutely at a certain point, these companies, they just flip a switch. And a lot of time that comes when there's investment. There's investment, and you have to align with your investors' philosophies as well. And I think that's where a lot of people want to take the next step with their companies, and obviously with any major company, whether it's a video game company or Target, or pick any company, at some point they took investment from some company, or they went public, or whatever happened, and then they have to kind of change their ideals. So it happens all the time, constantly. And when I actually, it's funny because well, now I'll hold off on that. I'll talk about that some other time. But there's a lot there, man, and it's I don't know, like. I know we were starting talking about Microsoft and Call of Duty and all that stuff, but you go down these rabbit holes and you talk about business as a whole and just how corrupt it is and how disgusting it is, and how at a certain point everybody kind of cowers to the almighty dollar, and it's sad. So, anyways, Hayden came in and says Blabs makes go ahead, Blabs.
I have to say that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Blabs makes action figure sound like a Dave Chappelle skit.
You still said it wrong, but that's great. It's hilarious.
No, it isn't. Figure.
Stop.
Yes,
Stop.
Don't trust anything or anyone like ESP. Apparently, yes. Apparently,
I'm gonna cry.
Lord. And Little Nemo picked up the Beat Your Demons purple shirt. Love that. Thank you so much. That is great. Blake says the merger would help Microsoft sales figures. God damn it, you guys! How many times can we get this in today? Oh my god! Oh my god, that's freaking awesome.
Well done, Blake. Well done.
Freaking great. God, there's so much I wanted to say there, and I lost my thoughts. Rigel the 7th says it's pretty scary how many AA and indie studios are getting large investment from Tencent. It's already ruined a few titles. Man,
yep.
Tencent is they got their hands in everything.
What is Tencent? I don't actually know what that is.
It's the Chinese government, essentially.
Tencent.
If we're going to be honest about it, I mean, it's kind of we're veering into political, but it's gaming. I mean, that's just the truth of it.
But Tencent has they have their hands in pretty much every gaming company and media company in the world. Any major, it's crazy. Let me see if I can pull up their investments, because they have their hands in everything. Yeah.
I saw the CEO of TikTok came out today, and he was like, "Oh, America might ban TikTok." Well, we have 150 million users in America. You don't want all those users to lose access to TikTok, do you? And it's like, yes, I do. Absolutely. Like if you look at their terms of service, they got everything on your phone. Like they get to access whatever the hell is on your phone. They got you if you have TikTok. Mm-hmm. It's like, fuck that.
I don't have TikTok, never will. Never use one.
Thank you.
Oh.
I mean, there's a lot of TOSs on a lot of different apps that give you your shit. But I get that, right? But the Chinese government can take it's communism there, right? They could take whatever the hell they want. Hey, we need information on anyone who's got TikTok. Okay.
I think it's TikTok is such a fascinating piece of culture, right? The idea of these a video version of Twitter, more or less, where people can kind of say what they want, and there's talks of I saw this one guy's response to the idea of banning TikTok, and he was saying something to the effect of like, well, why does the United States government want to ban TikTok? And they say it's under the guise of, and once again, we're kind of veering into politics, but I'll just kind of leave it at this. It's under the guise of, we don't want your information out there, right? But this guy's take on it was, well, they don't want 150 million Americans sharing information and having discourse and talking to each other and sharing information, because 100, it's.
Now I agree with that statement. I don't think TikTok is the way, because they have control of the algorithm, which is propaganda unto itself. I mean, if you look at what TikTok is showing the youth in China, it's like how to become a better person, how to become stronger, how to like get your life in order. Where in America, it's stupid dance videos and like slap contests and Tide Pod eating, slap someone when they're not looking, like this stupid shit that's just like dumbing down Americans. It's like,
Blabs,
yeah, okay.
You were asking about Tencent, and
Yeah.
I feel we could do like an entire show on. I
don't want to.
No,
I don't
but
want to.
but
You're gonna trigger Adam.
Tencent is a very it's a big deal, right? Here are some of the top 20 companies owned by Tencent, right? Riot Games, they own 93% of its shares. That's League of Legends, it's crazy. They have control in Fortnite, Paragon, Bluehole, Ubisoft, Activision, Blizzard. It's only 5%, but that's big. Supercell,
everything.
Platinum Games. Hey, check out Discord. WeChat. It's all over the place, man. They have their fingers in literally everything, man. So it's funny because you had no idea who they were, and they have their hands in everything. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyways, so
imagine if it was like American companies owning like American things. That'd be cool. But no.
Agreed.
Or Guamonian companies owning.
Yeah, that too.
Well, at this point, like a specific nationality doesn't really even make sense anymore. These companies are above certain any one country because they exist on the globe, and I'm not gonna. Oh man, I gotta stop.
I'm gonna
go off, dude, on my conspiracy theory side of things.
Look,
I'm very political.
I'm gonna say what you want to say in a very brief sense.
Thank you.
There's no longer nationalities. Everything is operated by government, by companies. We all understand that, right? The idea of United States, Canada, Mexico, it's all just corporations. It's Activision, it's Tencent, it's whatever, right? So
that even goes with like sports too. I mean, how many times you see like soccer players not even playing for their own nationality anymore? They just get bought from another country and all that.
Or they have like a relative who once lived in a country for like a week.
Yeah.
So like, oh yeah. Blabs, go ahead and read it off.
My favorite Nickelodeon game show was
Just say it normal.
Yeah.
Stop it. It's so weird.
Figure
it out.
No,
you got to read it. I
just did it. Okay, my favorite Nickelodeon game show was Figure It Out.
Thank you.
Awesome.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
So much,
there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing, Blabs.
I'm gonna make fun of you guys. Always get used to it. All right.
No, I'm used to it. I just wasn't sure if my pronunciations was up to standard.
Oh, you sound great.
It's up to standard. Yes.
I'll let you read this one, Adam.
Great. I see Yosef. I'm like, oh man. Yosef for 10 says, I just saw a doc on 10C. The idea. Okay. The idea. Do you want to read it, Craig?
Well, I was just helping you out there, buddy.
Do you want to read it?
Sure. No.
None of us can like be on each other's.
I just saw a doc on 10C. The idea is to propaganda to ruin us within. Started with the USSR. Anyways, it doesn't matter. We still have good men fighting DSPS, and China is really not scary or powerful.
Thanks so much, Joseph.
I have a headache.
All right. Let's continue on with our next story. I think this is kind of an interesting one. But before we do, go ahead, Blabs.
What? All right. Arnold.
No. Sorry,
No,
Kyle.
I see the ending.
No. Get out of here. Get out of here with that.
Yeah.
Thanks for the super chat.
Thanks for the super chat.
But no.
Bad. Spray with the water spray.
Moving on.
All right, here we go. Let's go read this one. Now, what do you guys think of like we all have like our own consoles. You have your PCs, but you know, we just talked about the Switch. We talked about PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and you know, to a lesser extent, you know, your handheld titles. And I even have like this thing, like the Super Console X. It's like an emulation thing.
Oh, cool.
Right? It has like 30,000 games on it. It's really great.
Holy shit.
From China. It's awesome.
Tencent. Brought to you by Tencent.
Right. But I love the idea of physically having a video game console, physically owning games, right?
Yeah.
Because you see what's happening with like the 3DS and the Wii U shop, where the digital games are just going away here in a couple days. So you don't own them. You're kind of renting them. But Microsoft has they apparently are like digging into the idea of cloud gaming. What are y'all's thoughts on cloud gaming?
They can just take it away whenever they want. They can change whatever they want, remove whatever they want.
Yeah, there's a reason I got the PS5 with the disc, because you can get the digital downloaded version that doesn't have a disc player. I wanted the disc player because I like owning my own games. I like owning my own DVDs. Like, I have a crazy DVD collection throughout my 20s. I just was obsessed with movies. And now they're changing movies, they're changing games, they're going back and altering things to make it for modern audiences, and I hate that.
Didn't they do that with like Lilo and Stitch?
You know,
Disney?
Han Solo shot first. Like, I want him to be a fucking badass, because he is, and they changed it and to be to seem, I don't know, like he was defending himself. It's like, no, dude, he's a freaking cutthroat bootlegger, you know, smuggler. Like, keep him that way. So, you know, books, Roald Dahl now, they're changing. James and the Giant Peach, freaking Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Like, everything is being altered and changed. Like, cloud gaming is just the next step for them to have full control over things that they don't want in gaming. And I don't like seeing it. Even Destiny 2, right? I know I love Destiny, but I hate the writers. Bungie hired some fucking woke ass bullshit writers that are just injecting their ideology into this game, and it's so stupid. It makes no sense to the lore of Destiny, and they could do whatever they want. Like, cloud gaming, Destiny is an online game. I can't play it offline, and that sucks. Like, I don't like that. If they just turn the servers off, no more playing Destiny. And there's something about that I don't like at all. But it seems to be the way of things. Like, Diablo 4 is coming out. Diablo 2, you could play offline. You could just play. I don't know. And I doubt that Diablo 4 will be an offline game. I think it's just going to be like online. So we'll see. I'm not sure. But the physical media, you get to maintain it and
it's actually yours. Yeah.
It's yours. You own it forever. No one can take it from you. And there's something about that we're losing with this cloud gaming.
Yep. Like, even like you were saying before, when something's like offline or servers, you know, corrupt or whatever, it's not really yours then, is it? Because you have no control when you want to play the item that you paid for.
Exactly.
This is interesting. Christopher says, yes, Blabs, they changed the scene in Lilo and Stitch where Lilo climbs into the dryer into like a cupboard. What?
Yeah, so in Lilo and Stitch, in the original one, they climb into like a dryer to hide or whatever it was, and Disney Plus changed that to like a cupboard now.
So they just went in and reanimated the whole thing?
No, just like one little scene of the movie. But yeah.
What?
I mean, I can get that. It doesn't want to give kids the idea to climb into a dryer.
I know, but
so
like,
I guess it makes sense.
Out of everything in life, it's crazy.
Dude,
how
people are stupid and kids are impressionable. So
they are. But like,
you know,
we survived when we first saw Lilo and Stitch when it came out in like 2005 or whatever it is, 2002. I don't remember.
2002.
But,
yeah, that's true. I mean, I think that's basically saying you're not good parents. So we're gonna have to.
I mean, these kids are eating Tide Pods.
You got a good point. You got a good point.
Why would you want want to eat though? Why would you be like, yeah, kid, go get them? Eat soap.
Melee Game says it's really important to preserve physical media, which is why I started my business, to get these games into the hands of people. I think that's
nice.
I think that's awesome. That's a great cause.
Shit,
By the way, here is the dryer scene we were just talking about. I guess this is how it's been changed. So the original theatrical version, she was on a dryer. I'll be interested to see how this changes because I don't recall this scene. So hanging out in the dryer. Uh-huh.
And now
is it like an oven or something? Like what's worse? It looks like an oven to me.
An oven now.
It looks like an oven, yeah.
Wait. It straight up looks like an oven. Like what? That doesn't make any sense though.
Is she kidnapping her? What the hell's going on here? I don't even.
That's her sister.
I've never seen this.
No, I think she was trying to get her from.
It looks like a pizza box.
Yeah, right. Kind of does look like a pizza box.
That makes it even worse. It's a freaking pizza on the front. It is a pizza box, bro.
This doesn't make any sense.
Disney this is disgusting, dude. I don't like it, man.
Cooking kids.
Where's my tinfoil hat? Pizzagate.
Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense though, because you have a washer right here. Naturally, you're gonna have a dryer right next to it, right? Instead, now you got a washer here, and you have.
It's not exactly an improvement.
They hang their clothes. They hang their clothes.
I guess.
Bro, this is way worse.
I know
the little girl is in a pizza box.
Oh,
And
I
then
mean,
there was another thing. What was that Tom Hanks movie with like the mermaid or whatever she is? She's got really long blonde hair, and you see her butt in the original film. Yeah, Splash or whatever it is. And they edited it out, and they made her hair a lot longer, so it covers your butt on Disney Plus now because her naked butt shows up.
It's ridiculous.
And it's really bad CGI because you can clearly tell that's like new, like the extensions of her hair is new and it doesn't match up. So.
Looks like crayon.
Go Disney Plus. Save the buttocks.
Hayden says, as a guy who spends weeks at work with no internet, I can't play games that require online play. I need single player games that can be played with no internet connection, or I'm screwed.
Yep.
Yeah. I hear you, man. There's a joy of being able to play games with friends online. I certainly appreciate that.
Truth.
But the idea of being able to play a single player experience is something that a lot of people truly value and enjoy without having to worry about, achievements or, getting things like that because you're constantly hooked up to the internet. So Hayden followed up, says the dryer was gas operated. We can't have gas operated appliances anymore. Nope, we cannot. They're going to take them all from you. But thank you, Hayden. Greatly appreciate that, man.
Thanks, bro.
So anyways, it kind of goes back to the original idea of this being Microsoft digging into the cloud gaming thing, which, I mean, we just had an example of cloud gaming from the biggest company on earth, Google, with the Stadia, and that failed miserably. Miserably.
Wait, I got something. Hold on.
Please.
Wait, wrong one.
Oh, we still have the other song going. There you go.
Stop it. Toasty.
There we go.
The toasty was for us, by the way.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I'll be very intrigued to see how much they dig into this thing. I mean, they also dug into the Kinect, and we know how well that played out.
Oh yeah.
Fail.
So. All right. Anyways, okay. So there you go. That's our news from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. So
and we had a pronunciation class too.
We sure did. Every day. Yesterday we learned about Uno. Today we learned about action figures, which was
great. Learned about Uno.
So close.
Uno was a big conversation yesterday, Blabs. Yeah.
What?
It was. By the way, the final poll results: 79% of you in the chat prefer physical media over digital media. So
not surprising.
Yeah, not surprising at all. Which, once again, you go to the majority of people like this, and this is a company saying no, we know what's better. We know what's better for you. Trust me. It's like, okay, all right. I thought we'd take a second here and allow Blabs about 5 minutes of whatever the hell she wanted to talk about, because the thumbnail features Blabs today. The title is about Blabs and the utter disappointment that you're feeling. So Blabs, I'm going to just allow you to kind of say what you want to say.
Right. So first off, this is positive. So Shamsa gave me money to buy the bus that I was talking about last week.
Yeah.
So I have it and I want to show it off because it's freaking amazing. So first off, I'll just show you the box real fast. This is it. Pretty big ass box. It comes with the COA, which are all like numbered. They're hand signed, like numbered ones. And so this is number 416 out of 550. Look at that, baby. This is Neville Longbottom that I've been wanting for like 4 or 5 years now. It's a Comic-Con convention exclusive from 2011. And like there's so much detail to it. It looks exactly like in the film. So it's Neville Longbottom and Deathly Hallows Part 2. So
What is it about
is.
this that what is it that really got you excited about that in particular?
Oh, I've been collecting these for like years, like over a decade, and I'm trying to finish the series. I only have like 4 or 5 left to buy. This is number 36 that I own, guys. So like,
You own
I'm getting
36 of
there.
those?
I'm not specifically of Neville, but like they made all different characters. So they have like Professor Trelawney, Snape, Dumbledore, McGonagall, Nearly Headless Nick, like all the random characters too, not just like Harry, Ron, and Hermione, all the different ones. So that's what I love about it too. Like, how many Neville statues are there in the world, right? He lost his legs. Yes, they're gone. It's just a bust. There he is.
Well, you can
But
thank
they're so
Shamsa
nice.
for that. Is it going to be in the background? Can you put it in the background so everybody can see it, or like?
I haven't decided where I'm going to put him. Yet. None of the other ones are on display, but I feel like for Shamsa, this one should be on display. So I'm working on like raising the Funko. It should actually be here like today or tomorrow, like a riser, a clear riser, and I can stick him in here. So we'll see. It's a work in progress, guys.
Thank you,
But
Shamsa.
yeah, Shamsa, you rule. Merci beaucoup. And then sad news, I finished Hogwarts Legacy and I was very disappointed. It was a very lackluster ending. It had a really good start, guys. It was like a banger of an intro. Spoilers. Really cool. And then like the goblin turns into a dragon
Well,
in
hold
the
on.
finale.
Are you going to spoil things here?
Spoiler. I mean, it's been
Okay.
out for over a month.
She just
so
said
it's not really
spoiler.
I know. I just wanted to
Yeah.
triple check that you're going to spoil it after saying it.
I mean, it has been out for over a month. It came out like February 10th for everybody. So, you know, cover your ears or something. But I thought it was really stupid. And I'm writing like a whole review for Geeks and Gamers website because I'm pissed. To be honest, I waited over a decade and this is what you give me. A character that is a they, them, but I'm actually a witch, but I'm a they, them. Okay, whatever. And yeah, I didn't like it. It was weird. There was a lot of forced diversity for no reason for something that's supposed to take place in the 1800s in Scotland. Why are all these different characters all over the place? Where they go, especially when you see the Harry Potter films and Fantastic Beasts and you read the Harry Potter books, where'd they all go then, right? Where'd they all wiped out like Lord of the Rings, like the Amazon show? Where'd they all go? Poof, gone. So I'm sad, I'm mad, and I'm still processing, but I'm mad, guys.
Did
So,
you when you did you enjoy the journey? It's like a 70-hour game.
So yeah, here's the thing. I streamed it all on Twitch, all live. And I really had fun with my chat, having fun, because we were just poking fun. We're having fun. I was like, that's wrong. That should not be right. Whatever, breaking the lore. It was an interesting game to play. I had fun overall, but it contradicts so much shit. And the ending is just so lackluster. I'm like, this is what you give us. And like, some people may have died along the way. So I'm like, what are you going to give us in a sequel? How do you like go from there? And I was not happy. Out of everything you could do in a video game that we have not got anything for over 10 years in the Wizarding World IP, this is the best you can come up with. And this game has been worked on for what, like 5 years? This is the best story.
Wow, they took 5 years to make it. Wow.
Yeah, it was leaked ages and ages ago. Like 2018, the latest, I think. Like it's been going on for ages, so.
I mean, would you play a sequel if they made a sequel? When they make a sequel?
I mean, I probably would.
Because Harry
But
Potter.
I have low expectations, right?
Mm.
After this. Yeah. The combo was great after a while for fighting. Once you got to a certain level, the combat was pretty great. And you could have all these different combos.
So the gameplay was good.
It still wasn't that great. Yeah. Like it was fine. I mean, the thing is, like, you murdered a whole bunch of people and you're 15 years old. You're using all these unforgivable curses, which is established in the books and the movies. If you do these unforgivable curses, it's like a one-way trip to prison for life, basically. So I'm murdering all these people and I'm 15. I should be in jail. And I'm like, yay, I'm free. Huh? So, I'm angry.
Travis, thank you over on Twitch. He said Travis was asking about your statue. He says, is that at the end before he pulls out the sword?
Yeah, so this is like right before he pulls out Godric Gryffindor's sword in Deathly Hallows Part 2. So he's got the hat, he's about to yank out the sword. He's all bloodied and everything.
Glitchwitch
Got
says, I loved a
bashed.
lot about Hogwarts Legacy, but the story really felt short to me. I'm hoping they do a sequel and write a more robust story.
Yeah, like it totally breaks lore. So in Goblet of Fire, in chapter 19, I only know the number of the chapter because I was just listening to it a couple weeks ago. And they specifically say that Hogsmeade is a village that is the only established wizarding, like full wizarding village in all of Britain. And then in the game, there's like a million different villages that you go to that are all just wizarding. I'm like, okay, so where'd they all go? Again, they were just decimated? Where'd they go? Nobody knows. So it's like a lot of lore breaking. I'm like, this could have been so well thought out and like done.
Sounds
Again,
like
it's been over a decade, right?
It sounds like The Witcher. You know what happened with The Witcher. Henry Cavill was brought on, and he loves The Witcher. He played The Witcher. He loves the lore of The Witcher, and was trying to correct things that they were screwing up. And they were like, "We don't want to be corrected, okay?
Yeah.
Our version of The Witcher is better." And the people that wrote for that, they're probably thinking the same thing. Like, I don't even care about Harry Potter. I'm gonna correct it to make it better, the better version of something that is freaking worldwide known. How many books has J.K. Rowling sold? You know, it's like, it's crazy.
Billions. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
So
and
I'm
the
disappointed.
game sold 12 million copies.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're making
It's
it crazy.
crazy.
They're making.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure they are. Absolutely.
And the thing was, they had so many opportunities to make it fill with so much detail. Like, you can hardly interact with anything within Hogwarts. You know, if you're in Hogwarts, you think you'd be able to, like, levitate a chair or something. The most you can do is spin a globe.
Really?
If you walk into an NPC, they kind of just go, oh, you hit me. But they don't talk to you. You can light them on fire, and they're just like, oh no. But, like, it doesn't actually go on fire. Like you can't lift anybody up, nothing. So, like,
I want to light people on fire. Damn it. I want to drown people.
Yeah.
Blab.
Yeah. So, like, in, like, the EA, when EA had the license to Harry Potter video games way back in the day, if you were, when you were playing, like, Half-Blood Prince or whatever, you could be running full speed, and if you hit somebody, your character, Harry, would leave fall flat on his face, the other person would drop their books and run away. Like, it was that kind of interaction. And they would say something, they'd be like, ah, and be like, watch it, and they'd run away. And this one, they're like, oh. Cool. And if they're sitting down, they're kind of like in a gang or something. They kind of do like the whole peace sign to you, which is really weird. Like, you all run into them, they're like, ow. Okay.
Would you rather have a 70-hour game like you played or a 25-hour game that has way more interaction?
Oh, yeah, the 24-5-hour one. If it's like more bang for the buck, right? Why wouldn't you want it?
Adam,
Well,
I'm
it'd be
interested.
less bang, wouldn't it?
Well, no, because it's more interactive. You like, it makes more sense. Sure, you can play it again, but at least there's lots of details and all that.
It sounds like I haven't played it, and I don't know anything about Harry Potter, but I am a gamer and I love games. So I think it would have been cooler if you actually had a dark storyline. You know, like the world, like the entire story would have changed if you used the dark curse or whatever that is. You say you go to prison or whatnot, but it would have been cooler if like the you could play through multiple times, and if you went the dark path and used that curse, then you can either get in serious trouble and actually end up in prison at the end of the game or whatever, or maybe like a sect of dark wizards actually take you on and you go to like the dark wizarding world. I don't know how it works, but it would have been cooler if your actions actually affect the storyline. There's plenty of games that have had that happen, which I love that kind of stuff, because then when you play it again, you can be like, all right, I'm going to play a good character this time and see like where that leads me, or a bad character, or, you know, I like that kind of stuff when that happens.
So some of that is kind of true in the game. So there's 4 houses, right? So if you pick a different house, you would discover a chamber in a different way, like a different quest. And that's kind of cool. And they would change the way someone would talk to you based on your house. So that was cool. But the end results are always the same.
Yeah.
Like, somebody always ends up dying. So-and-so always, you know, ends up getting like XYZ. Like, it's all the same in the end. So those don't really matter, I guess.
Right. It's just branching paths that all lead to the same ending. Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's, you hear about that all the time. That was actually kind of the running theme for a long time at Disney, was the next theme park would be a villains theme park. And that got a lot of people like really excited about it. But that's been the rumor for like literally a quarter of a
Oh,
century
yeah,
for
never
25
happened.
years.
Wow.
And it's been like, oh, they're gonna make a villains theme park. There's something like that. I think the beautiful thing about video games is once you have some sort of established lore, you have good guys and bad guys. I think of like,
Mhm.
pick any sort of major franchise, right? Mario, Mortal Kombat, whatever. Could you imagine if you had the opportunity to play an entire game as Bowser and the whole idea was conquest of the Mushroom Kingdom? Like that was the entire goal, and you could do it and you could be successful, or you could play as,
That'd be awesome.
right. Like it'd be really
Mhm.
cool to just be the bad guy, because in video games you can be the bad guy and not bring that over to real life. And I think that's kind of the allure of Grand Theft Auto, is you do these ridiculously horrible things that you could not do in real life, and it's over the top and stupid, and that's what draws people to Grand Theft Auto.
Mhm.
To where you can be everyone, like, honestly, everybody, but I think a lot of people have that dark side to them that is where it's fun to kind of be the bad guy. It's almost like a palate cleanser at times,
I
That's
did
why-
like killing the people. That was fun.
That's
guys
why
saw that.
Endgame was not Endgame. The Avengers.
Infinity War one?
Infinity Wars. That's why I feel like that one was so awesome, because it was
'Cause they
also
lost.
it was also like them all coming together finally, and then they lost, and it was like, what? Like this is
Mhm.
the crazy. Like he snapped, half the world's gone. Like it actually happened, and then it ends. It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
freaking awesome! Like no one's expecting that. I don't like that they actually took Death out of the whole thing, because in the original he was doing it to impress Death and try to become her significant other, but it's okay, whatever. It worked for the movies.
Details. TJ Gamebox came in with the $1.99 super chat about 10 minutes ago. Says, are Pop Vinyls action figures?
Oh, like Funkos?
Yeah.
Aren't they? Aren't they a vinyl?
I don't know
figures?
about action figures. They're figures.
They're what?
Figures.
Okay. I don't know. I'm telling you, man, you're on the line. Boondoggle came in
No,
with a
I'm not.
tier 1 sub for 2 months. Thank you so much, Boondoggle. And Blake really liked your detailed.
Oh,
nebula
thanks. I love them. They're great.
figure. Travis is trying to get a hype train going over on Twitch. Thank you so much, Travis. And GK says, wants to know if you oppose removing the school to prison pipeline. Was this a thing in the game?
I don't
The
know, but
school
apparently
to
if you were a Hufflepuff, you went to Azkaban for a quest. But I was a Gryffindor, so I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know anything about the game. So Hayden says, there was clearly a genocide at Hogwarts somewhere between the game and Harry Potter. The 1890s was apparently super duper divisive.
Guess so.
Is that divisive or diverse?
It's a diverse, but who
Oh,
knows?
and sorry. Yes, super duper diverse.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
I
this
apologize.
game is incredibly like there's characters from like all over the world just chilling in Scotland all of a sudden, and then they're all gone. So where'd they go?
Y'all are some racists.
Right?
Sorry.
Well,
Clearly-
come on,
clearly
what
you're
happened to them?
racist,
It's like
Blabs.
Amazon Prime Lord of the Rings. Where'd they all go?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um,
So-
and Travis says they could have went with Voldemort's daughter's stuff and have
no,
her be
that's
the
not.
main.
That's cursed child shit. We don't talk about that. She didn't even write it. I guarantee you. She just stuck her name on it and said sold. Playtime.
None of that nonsense. All right.
Nah, we pretend it doesn't
well,
exist.
Blabs, give us an overall rating of Hogwarts Legacy
Out of
from
10.
beginning to
Out of
yes.
10.
I had a lot of glitches. Like one point, the freaking girl's eyelashes were blonde when she's supposed to be a brunette. Like it was a lot of shit going on. So...
Unacceptable.
Game breaking.
Game breaking. Her eyelashes. She dyed them.
Like, do you know how stupid that sounds, Blabs, when you say that? Do you realize her eyelashes were blonde when they should have been brunette? Do you know how
Oh,
stupid
come
that
on,
sounds?
That's so stupid. Like all of a sudden they just changed. Boom, they're blonde.
She
There's
just
a lot of
dyed
lighting
her
issues.
hair with
There's a lot
a
of cloak
spell.
issues. Like there's a lot of glitches in my game. I don't know why, because I have like a beast of a PC who can handle this stuff, but they were just all over the place. So honestly, right now, 6 on 10.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see it.
That's decent. That's
Listen.
not bad.
Yeah, it was fun to stream. I'm not gonna lie, it was really fun to stream with everyone and have a good time. Will I play it again? Probably not. I'll be honest. Will I go to 100% and get all the stupid stuff? I don't know. It feels like a really huge chore to go and complete everything to 100% and go explore and find like a piece of clothing, because that's literally what I'm supposed to do now. Go find clothes in the
You
woods.
do that in real life.
Yes.
pieces.
I go
of
into the
Harry Potter
woods and I
clothing.
find a bandana. I go, aha! I level up.
Did
No, you have literally pieces of Harry Potter clothing. That's what you collect in real life.
I
You
have
showed it
clothing,
to us.
Harry Potter.
You showed us little circles of Harry Potter clothing.
Oh, yeah,
Cut.
that's from the films and all that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? How did you not get that?
Because I thought
That's
you meant, like,
literally a
actual
quest
clothing.
that
Like,
you're
do I
doing
look
in
like a
real
house
life.
elf to you? I'm just like, Dobby is free.
Wow.
Like,
Okay. Never
Did
mind.
do you know the meme, the IGN meme, Blabs, where with IGN it's like 7.8 out of 10, and one of its knocks is too much water. Do you know that? Have you seen that before? No. This is kind of a thing, and I feel like someone needs to Photoshop this and turn this into Blabs' thing. They gave a Pokemon Alpha Sapphire version a 7.8, and they said too much water in the game. It is such a stupid critique, and
well,
they need to do that with
it's
you.
So weird to go and find clothing.
Too many blonde eyelashes on brunettes.
Blonde eyelashes.
One
so
too many,
stupid.
and their cloaks are on backwards, and they're totally glitching out. Yee.
Oh my gosh, so stum.
Game breaking.
So stum and dumb. The Glitch Witch says Cursed Child is fan fiction.
Correct. Shit.
And before we move on to our next story, Kyle says, speaking of racism, did you hear that some website called The Gamer try and say Resident Evil 5 is too racist for a remake?
I did.
I've
Gamer
never
throws out
played
also.
any Resident Evil game, so
Neither have I.
I have no idea.
But I've heard about that the other day.
I remember when Resident Evil 5 was coming out, and I think Kotaku did a big expose about how bad it was that the zombies were black, and it took place in Africa, and it was like, you're killing black people. It's like, no, you're killing zombies. Did
you have a problem with zombies when they're white? What's the difference? They're they're brain dead zombies. I mean, I don't discriminate with zombies, all right? If it's a zombie and it's trying to eat me, I'm going to kill it, all right? I'd rather stay alive and not become a zombie.
It's amazing. Like, we live in such an amazing time where people are just looking for things.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no, can't do that.
Dwellers.
It's like the guy we saw yesterday, the guy who lived upstairs in his mom's house. He looked like the most stereotypical, keyboard warrior ever who got arrested.
Was that 2 days ago? Because I wasn't here for 2 days ago, and I have no idea what you're talking about.
It
With, like,
was.
the whole Uno thing.
Yeah, it was. It was 2 days ago. Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, what was I doing yesterday? I don't remember this.
It reminds me of Dead by Daylight. There's what's his name? The chainsaw killer from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where he wears the skin of his victims on his face, Leatherface. Yeah, Leatherface. And one of the main characters, that a survivor, is named Claudette, and she's a black girl. And I guess they had like a white Leatherface and a black skinned Leatherface. Like, he killed Claudette, and people were complaining that was racist, but the white skin was not racist. So it's like, well, I mean, it's his name's Leatherface, and he killed one of the main characters. So I'm not saying I don't like playing Leatherface anyway. I think he's the cheesiest killer with his chainsaw. I don't know if you guys played Dead by Daylight, but fuck Leatherface.
I do. I love it. I play it with Wicked.
Dude, fuck Leatherface. He's the cheesiest cheeseball killer. If you need to play Leatherface to win, you're not a good killer. I'm just saying.
I like Dead by Daylight. It's really fun to play that game. I can't just scream a lot though.
Sometimes it is.
Murdered.
Sometimes.
That's just ridiculous. Jasper the Cat says is Adam a Titan, a Warlock, or Hunter?
Yes.
D&D? Sounds like D&D.
All the above, huh?
Yes, I play all three characters, and I love all three characters. It's hard to choose. I switch through. I'll play a couple days as one, and I'll play a couple days as another, and then I'll play a couple, all three.
I played as a druid, and I named my character after Jeremy, but race. No, I like swapped the genders, so it was Jeremina, a druid, female.
Wow.
Yes. You've been enlightened. You're welcome.
Thank you for that. Thank you for your enlightenment.
By the way, here's an article from Kotaku, the beacon of video game journalism, from 2009 about Resident Evil 5, and it's so there you go. Like I said, it's been
an informed expert.
Yes, yeah, expert. Right, love it. I always love that, man, for sure.
Oh my gosh!
Sure. All right. Speaking of experts, we have breaking news. breaking news as the Tiger King has come out and made a very important statement. Like, yes, he is an expert, and
Sure.
he feels he's an
in
expert.
tigers, I guess, maybe.
And prison. Because, and thank you, Travis, for this story. Joe Exotic is running for the 2024 presidential campaign while serving 21 years in prison for his role in the murder for hire plot. So, yes, the Tiger King is still in jail. No, it will not stop him from being our president.
You can just jail up the White House for him, you know?
Wow.
You can never leave.
Cool. By the way, they found Carol Baskin's husband in the islands. Remember
Did they
that?
really?
Yeah, he's alive.
What?
And yeah, that happened a couple months ago. They're like, oh, the FBI just found her husband. She
Wait.
didn't feed him to tigers.
Hold on. What? Really?
I'm pretty sure. Like, that's the story. Carol Baskin.
That okay? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Here it is.
Crazy.
Here it is, right here. Now we're going down the rabbit hole here. Here we go.
Oh my
From the
goodness.
New York Post, Carol Baskin says dead husband was found alive, but no one noticed. What?
What? How do you find someone? Never mind.
She declared her ex-husband was found alive in Costa Rica, but the discovery is just now going viral over a year later. Huh? That's just insane. Like, how does that happen? How does it just? Well, he was in Costa Rica the entire time.
I think people enjoyed the whole Carol Baskin fed her husband to tigers story better. They're like, oh, they found him. Whatever. She fed him to tigers. You know, he just survived it.
Casual.
What an amazing story, that whole thing, man. I'm positive that you can make a documentary about pretty much anybody's life, put it on Netflix, and people would still watch it. I mean, there's a lot of twists and turns in the Tiger.
I don't know if I agree with that, but okay.
I think that if you put enough dramatic music attached to something, people will be into it. You know?
I don't know.
You'd be surprised, man. I don't know. I've seen some pretty stupid documentaries, but
okay.
He says, thank you for your interest in my campaign. Oh, here we go. Let me pull this up real quick. Joe Exotic says, thank you for your interest in my campaign. Yes, I know I'm in federal prison, and you may think this is a joke, but it's not. It's my constitutional right to do this even from here. So
good luck, Joe.
So put aside that I am gay.
What does that have to do with it?
Right. There's nothing that I'm in prison for now, that I used drugs in the past, and that I had more than one boyfriend at once, and that Carol hates my guts.
Dude, that is like playing all the victim cards he possibly can, bro. You're not going anywhere with that attitude.
This all has nothing to do with me being able to be your voice. So I saw this, and he apparently, when you're in federal prison, you still have Twitter. How is this a thing? How do you still have access to Twitter?
Twitter doesn't care, I guess.
I thought the whole idea of going to prison was kind of being, kind of serving your time and
solitude,
being locked away from the outside world. But I guess I'm wrong.
Maybe they gave him special privileges. You can have your phone on Saturdays.
Are you allowed to have a phone? I thought you were allowed one phone call a week or whatever it is.
It's probably like favors to the guards and who sucking
knows
up to the right people.
Payments. Yeah.
I appreciate that his latest tweet is in search of a volunteer to do custom graphics. Please DM me if I'm interested. It's like, and he made this graphic, and he needs help for his presidential campaign. So good for Joe Exotic and his.
I'm not saying good for him. No, fuck that, dude. He's trying to make money, dude. That's it. He's trying to make a campaign and freaking embezzle the money, like all the politicians, Nope.
Yikes.
M. Predator came in with 100 bits. Says I spent $1,178.27 on getting my dog's teeth taken care of. To put that in perspective, that is more than 10 WWE champion packs at $110.09 each. Thank you, M. Predator. Appreciate that. Gibbons came in with the $5 super chat. Says on the topic of quote bad guys being memorable, Mafia 2 ranks on top for me. Vito Scarletta was a mobster through and through, compelling to the end. The Mafia games were they had a good run. there. The Mafia games were always pretty fun.
I mean, GTA, one of the largest selling games. I mean, GTA 5 has been. How long have they been milking that game? A decade? More? When did GTA 5 come out?
I've never played a GTA game in
2012?
my life.
Yeah, maybe
Can you check?
2013, I think. Yeah.
2013?
Yeah.
Dude, a decade long. And well, what do? You're a freaking thief. You're a drug dealer.
Mhm.
You're a freaking criminal.
Can't you light like prostitutes on fire?
You can light everyone on
Light it, yeah.
2013. Thank you,
I like
chat.
how
Yeah,
they're trying
a
to censor
decade.
stuff nowadays, but you can still do that.
The new
Right.
GTA 5, GTA 6 will feature less racist jokes and less. What
We can
is
still
it?
light
I
this
don't
bitch
remember
on
how
fire.
they.
So yeah.
I don't know, man. That's what made that game crazy fun. It's just like you could do whatever, and you never know what you expect. The radio, you could go to any radio station and hear the craziest shit.
Do you guys remember the hot coffee mod in GTA? Where you can go in and you could there's a mod or something along the lines where you can go in and you could like obviously screw hookers and stuff like that. And I think they were topless. It was crazy. It was called the hot coffee mod. I don't quite remember all the details of it, but that was like a really big thing early on. So
That was your favorite mod for the game?
loved it. No.
Okay.
Somebody clip that, please, of just Craig going, loved it.
Loved it. All right. All right. Let's go to our final story of the day. Unless we want to talk about poutine and food cravings, maybe we'll hold on to that some other day.
I love poutine. I'm just saying.
We'll hold on to that for another day when we have less
potatoes.
news. All right. Let's go to Twitter and our buddy It's a Gundam, as he tweeted this out. Everyone is a massive fan of Velma, the HBO Max hit comedy animation series, which in no way, shape, or form has anything wrong with it in the world. But the White House honors the star and executive producer of controversial Scooby-Doo spinoff Velma, as actress Mindy Kaling was presented the National Medal of Arts by our president. And I thought this was interesting down here. They said our president said that Mindy Kaling empowers a new generation to tell their stories with irreverence and sincerity.
Did he actually say those words? Can he pronounce that?
Sincerity. And I thought it would be really a great opportunity to kind of take a look at what this new generation, what she got a great award for. And I found this clip on YouTube that I wanted to share, just about the total irreverence that is shared on Velma, and how these are just great stories, and how this is relatable to today's audience. So here we go. Let's just take a listen to this.
You're a rich white dude. I'd kill everybody just to get away with it. Fred's a rich white guy with a tiny dong. He did it. According to TV, it's morally okay to deal drugs if your life is just kind of crappy. Like your kid's sick, you're a widow with a mortgage, you have to live on a lake in Missouri. Those are all white people, Daphne. Drugs here. Get your drugs here.
Narc. White girl with too much money. White girl with too much money.
God, where is that?
Could you imagine being in the VO
So
booth?
racist.
Could you imagine being in the VO booth and being like, "This is gonna kill. People are gonna love this. I'm gonna get an award."
They think. All these writers that are writing for all this fucking crap think that, and they're all circle jerking each other like, yo, that was amazing what you wrote. Oh man, everyone's gonna think this is fucking hilarious because that's absolutely what the world is like. It's like, no, you guys have no real world experience. You learned all of your shit from the internet. It's fucking
This is what
sad.
kids are seeing. It's not made for kids.
so
That's
bad.
not made for kids at all.
No.
With all that
no.
racism and all those jokes about drugs. What kid wants to see? Let's go, Brandon. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's my most political I'm gonna get.
It's amazing.
That was very much political.
Very much political. Yes, Blabs.
Wow.
Way to ruin the entire premise of the show, Blabs. Way to go.
I hate this. This is so stupid.
You know what?
They ruin
You know what?
everything.
I'm gonna second that notion, though. I can't help myself. You know.
Hey, I'm just gonna say, look around. Look at how great things are right now. Everything is so great right now. Everything is awesome. It's so great
He's
right
like that
now.
meme. Everything's on fire. It's
Everything's
okay.
awesome. Like everything is
fine.
so good. Everything's awesome.
I half expect you to combust right now, just spontaneously. Just flames everywhere. Jeez.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's right. Hey, as Boondoggle says, everything's great. Slam Ball's coming back. Right? Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, slam ball. Woo.
We got rainbows and unicorns everywhere. That's it.
And brave stuff. Yeah.
There are indeed rainbows and unicorns truly everywhere. Yes, that's good.
Yay. Fun. Exciting.
All right. Yeah, there you go. Anyways, it's just amazing. Thank you, Gundam, for sharing that wonderful story. And
yeah, like what Travis says in the private chat. Was there no one better out of everything
Right.
that's been out? Like seriously, that's what you do? Ugh. Like I'm sure there was somebody better out there, right?
there has to be. There's 330 million Americans.
And you,
I can't. I'm not going to say anything. I
you
can't.
picked that, like one of the most racist things to come out on television this year. But that's fine.
I'm gonna refrain from commenting on this story.
Adam's gonna combust now.
Adam's the one who shared this story to talk about it.
Well, I didn't know we would actually talk about it. I just posted in our DM just because, like,
okay,
I thought it was hilarious. I don't know. It's
out of every artist in the year, you picked the one in Velma. That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's oh my gosh, it's fascinating, man. Just
right.
fascinating. All I just
she
know
follows
is that,
the narrative, you know.
Listen, everything is awesome. The world can't be better than it currently is right now. There's nothing going wrong in the world at all. And man, oh man, is everything great.
Smile.
All right. Whew, okay. Oh, man, what a day. By the way, Travis says, so as a felon, you can vote on federal elections, but you can run for president as a felon from prison. That's interesting. Thank you, Travis, for the
good luck.
Yeah,
good luck, man.
Good luck with that, Joe Exotic. Great. All right. There we go. I think we're gonna wrap for the day. That's a good place to wrap. Does anybody else got anything before we move on to heading over to the post show over at patreon.com/sidescrollers?
I love chat. Chat's great.
Oh, chat, you guys killed it today. Listen, this is an interactive show. You guys need to be a part of it. I want to remind you guys that the Beat Your Demon shirt is available this week and this week only. Go pick it up over at the store. Link is in the description. You guys seem to love them. The Beat Your Demon shirt. While you're there, you can also pick up a Side Scrollers cap in your color, your favorite color, however you want, or maybe a tribal blend shirt. Once again, I have built this all the merchandise built around quality. I'm not going to sell crap, right? These are all like really good quality shirts. This is not your generic Gildan shirts, right? That you can buy. I want to sell you guys good stuff, and it's going to have our brand on it. It's going to be quality stuff. So you guys head over there and pick up some good merch for you guys and rep the G2 community. Appreciate that. Blabs, I'm sorry that the game didn't turn out the way you wanted it to.
Yeah.
Makes me sad. Sad for you.
Sad blabs.
What's that?
Sad blabs.
We need to have an emote. I think we need to have all of our faces as emotes on this channel, just for whatever reason. I think that's really important. Yeah,
I love it.
We'll definitely do that. Adam, you got anything before we wrap?
No. Have a good day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Then I'm gonna. Oh, that's the wrong outro. Here's the outro music, in which sometimes.
Your mic is jacked.
Always does that. Really weird. With that said, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys over at patreon.com/sidescrolls. If you guys are not patrons, please consider heading over there and supporting the show. It is the best way to support our show and allow us to do some exceptional things in the future as we continue to grow. Like I said, I definitely 100% want to do live events. That is something that is on the docket for later on down the line. Podcast is the first steps. Oh, Blabs, with you finishing Hogwarts Legacy, we can now put on the schedule for the first time Craig and Blabs playing Castlevania for the first time.
Casablanca!
Yay!
Yeah!
I can't wait. It's gonna be good. Oh,
Casablanca
look at that.
coming soon.
Yeah.
Joe coming in. Blabs?
Leaving already?
Figures. There you go. So yes, Blabs playing Castlevania for the first time will 100% happen very, very soon. With that said, guys, thank you so much for being here. Twitch, we're gonna say goodbye to you, friends.
If people are gonna let you down, don't let them.
Okay, fine. I'll do that.
You got to do your outro to everyone.
All right, fine. Hey, listen. People are gonna try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal.
Go get it.
Twitch.
Sorry,
See you guys later. Bye bye.
Fatality.
I wasn't
can
gonna
get
let you
two.
do Twitch dirty like that.
Never would. They know. And as Sizzy Max says, you got to beat your demons. That's
Yeah,
incredibly
beat your
important.
demons.
Beat your demons. And Twitch,
Beat
I want
your
to see you
demons.
guys. If we can have one person come over be a Patreon patron, that would make my day over at patreon.com/sidescrolls. I'll see you guys over there. I'm going to get that link live for you guys, and we'll continue the show here in just a second. Thank you guys very much for your support. We'll see you guys over on Patreon. Bye.
Fatality.
Yeah. Oh yeah.